on this night of nights, this All Hallows Eve, prepare to be scared, frightened, and disturbed. Happy Halloween.
Well, hello and welcome to my
channel.
What was that? This is a really easy look that you can do for, you know, Halloween parties. It's really easy to do, and if you want to know how to achieve this look,
Just keep on watching. Happy Halloween, guys!
So to start this makeup look, I will be going in with a foundation much lighter than my skin tone, and I'm using the Rimmel London Lasting Finish, and it's in light porcelain, and I'm just using that to get my skin to kind of look dead, if that makes any sense. So now I've obviously changed wardrobe, my clothes, and popped on those stupid ears, but they just keeps my hair back, and I'm dipping into the NYX Perfect Filter palette, and I'm using that brown shade. I love this as a transition shade also, but I'm using it here to sort of create like a constant frown, if that makes any sense. I'm running it through my eyebrows just to set it up for my eyeliner, because I'm going to be using a black eyeliner to define my eyebrows. I don't know what I was thinking. So this kind of gives you the appearance of looking angry, which for me isn't hard because I constantly look like a bitch. I don't know if that was intended, but I'm told that I have like this, you know, bitchy face, but you know, I'm just trying to be me. So this look is inspired by the movie It. Now that movie was okay, but I think the original was so much scarier, and I love horror movies. My husband and I love horror movies. It's like our thing. We go to the movies and watch you know, all the movies that come out. My favorite horror movie is probably Alfred Hitchcock's Psycho, because I'm a psycho. So I'm using the black eyeliner to define my eyebrows, and just to sort of shade it upwards to sort of tie into that angry look. And this is really easy, guys. You can use any black eyeliner pencil that you have laying around. It's just whack it on, do what you do, you know? So yeah, if you guys have any suggestions of good horror movies, just pop it in the comment box below, you know? Okay, so what am I doing now? I look like a mime. I'm just taking a brush and I'm going into the Lunar Beauty Life's a Drag palette, and I'm going to be using that red shade, and it's called
Snatched.
I love it. It's a really dark red, and I'm going to be putting it all over my lids. Yeah, so I'm just using that brush and I'm just swiping it on. Don't take a genius to work this out, guys. Just chuck it on, you know? Using a different brush, I'm just going back in with that brown shade that I used earlier, and I'm going to be just sort of blending out that color and sort of bringing it up to the brow bone and right into the eye socket, just to sort of make sure it's all blended. Yeah, totally. My attempt on being scary is obviously like so not cool. Just blend it, guys. So now I'm just going back into that area earlier and just sort of blending it with my finger, and then I'm going to be taking a brush and going underneath the eye with those shades. So pretty much doing the same thing on the bottom that I did on the top, you know. Just ensuring that everything looks, you know, creepy AF. So just pulling back my eye, and I'm going to be putting some more of that dark red on the lid. Just makes things a little bit easier. Oh my gosh, what just happened there? Okay, clearly I'm freaking the F out. So I'm gonna fix this. I'm gonna just take a sponge and attempt to like blend it out. I guess the beauty with Halloween makeup, you don't really need it to look perfect, you know? It's meant to look messy. So now I'm pretty much going in with a black shade. And now you can use any black shadow that you have around. I'm using the Lunar Beauty Life Drag palette, and I'm using Shady to use that black all over the lid. I'm not going up into the crease with this. I'm just sticking to the lid with this shade, and I'm just sort of blending it out just to give me, you know, black eyes, I guess, you know. And I'm putting it on the bottom as well. And just shading that out. So I picked up this little thingy, this little palette thingy from KMART. It was really in the Halloween section, and I got it. It's like got like a red, white, and a black, and I'm just using the red in that to create like sort of like a gash. I think I just referred to the clown, I guess, and I just sort of use that red to sort of paint that on in, and it's not really that hard. You just paint it in like you would. You just do, you know, draw it downwards and do what you do, and I think it looks pretty good, and it was really cheap. I think it cost literally like $4, and yeah, I just use that because I didn't have anything else around, and you know what, girlfriend loves a good bargain. So now I'm moving on to the mouth, and I'm using that same brown shade that I used from the NYX palette, and I'm just sort of lining out where I wanted to go. I tried smiling just to see what kind of shape I wanted, but it didn't work out so well. So I decided to just wing it and go with what I wanted. And this part is really up to you guys. You could just keep with your eyes, put on a red lip and be done. But I really love the idea of making things a little bit bloody, a little bit gory. I love that. So I'm using the brown to sort of just line out the shape that I want. And I want this to be like sort of kind of like a gash, if that makes any sense. I'm using the brown just to sort of pave the way in what I want to happen here. So now I'm going back in with that eyeliner, and I'm just further defining that line. This sort of gives it an appearance of it looking sort of sunken in and a little bit. It just makes it look more defined, and it's really easy to do, guys. You can do this with any eyeliner that you have. So yeah, like I don't really celebrate Halloween. My husband has always wanted to throw like a Halloween party, but we just never got around to it, you know. So now I'm just going in with a red lip liner pencil that I had laying around, and I'm just going to further define that line. And this is what it's all about, you know, just layering it up, making it look more defined, sort of trying to create a look that is somewhat realistic, but it's kind of like just a really easy look for a Halloween party or just like a horror themed, you know, event. My husband and I, we went to this horror themed event, it was a birthday party, I think, and I dressed up as a vampire, and so did he. We went and got the whole shtick, you know, got some fake teeth and
It was like honestly the best party we'd ever been to. I covered my sister-in-law in like blood, fake blood, and it was awesome. So yeah, I'm going back in with the brush, and I'm just dipping back into that brown shade from the next palette, I think, and just sort of going around, you know, and defining everything in and tying it all in. So now I'm just going into that same KMART palette, and I'm going in with the black, and I'm just going to be further defining that line, if you know what I mean. Oh God, who thought I could dance? I definitely can't dance. When I was a kid, a teenager, I fell over and hurt myself at a disco and ended up on crutches, so obviously I'm not a good dancer. Okay, using a white pencil, I'm just going to go around the outside of that fake scar thing, and this kind of just gives it a bit more of a realistic look. Like, I don't know what it does, but I sort of try and put it in between the brown that I laid down earlier and the actual scar, and I just go around it. Yeah. And I do that around the eye one as well, like, seriously. God, sometimes I listen to my voice and I just think, fuck up, I don't want to listen to you. But that's just me, you know? So I picked this white pencil up from KMART also. Clearly not sponsored. I just love KMART because KMART is life. Using that brush, I'm going back in with the NYX palette. And I'm going in with that brown shade, and I'm sort of just going to go around it, sort of blend in that white a little bit further. And yeah, it's all about the blend, you know. You know, when I first started, you know, looking at YouTube videos, like I watched YouTube way, like for years and years and years now. And I just love the creativity in the beauty community. I love the creativity with special effects. Glam and Gore, she is amazing. But I just absolutely love the creativity that comes with makeup, and it just gives you this freedom to express how you're feeling, or, you know, it gives you the freedom to do whatever the hell you want. And, you know, there's no rules when it comes to makeup. Makeup is for everybody. It's fun. So now I'm just going in with a black shade. I'm using the Lunar Beauty palette. I'm using Shady, the black shade, just to further to define that, to make it look, you know, one, really gross, and two, realistic. Like, hello. Okay, what am I doing now? Sort of just, I think I'm trying to find something, and I'm like, shut up, Xena. God, my dog seriously barks so much. So I'm using a red lip velvet, and this one's by Maybelline. And I use this in the back of my hand. And it's a really good lip pencil, but you can use a red lipstick if you want, or if you have a red lipstick around. And I'm just using a spoolie. I'm rubbing it back and forth, and I'm going to like be rubbing it in a downward motion, and this sort of gives you like an abrasive look on your skin, like you've been scratched. It looks really cool, and I really like it. So now I'm just using that black pencil, and I'm going to be lining my lips. This is pretty easy to do if you just have a black eyeliner laying around. Just use that to line your lips, guys. Then I'm going to sort of, well, one, got to finish lining my lips. My lips look so... I don't know what I was thinking with this, but it looks good. Then I'm just going to use a red lipstick. I got this one from KMART. It's pretty cheap. And I just pop that on, you know. So I'm just using a brush to blend it together to sort of give it like an ombre look, but I don't know. I don't even know what brush this is. Truth be told, my kit is pretty small. I'm not that rich, people. You know.
So now I'm going to be using this blood jelly thing. I got this from KMART in one of the Halloween kits because I just didn't have time to sort of go out and get a special effects kit, which I have ordered as of today. I will be getting it soon because I love having, you know, the blood around, just the fake blood, and oh, I can't wait to play with that. Anyway, this blood jelly was really cheap, and it did the trick. So I just sprayed it with a bit of Fix Plus because I wanted it to be a little bit more pliable, and I'm just looking for a brush, I think, to sort of apply this with. Oh yeah, I just broke off a bit of sponge and I rubbed it into the blood jelly thing, and I'm gonna use that sponge thingy. Oh, I'm just checking to see if it's okay, and then I'm just going to apply it wherever I want it to be. You can add as much and or as little as you want, guys. There's no rules here. Me, I just really like adding the blood because it makes it look really awesome. That's probably why I love watching Glamcore, because she's just so talented, and I love the gory makeup. It just, how people do that, oh god, it's just so talented. The people are so talented. So just using a brush and going back into the scar, adding the blood jelly into those areas that I want it to. And this is the finished look, guys. So I hope you guys stay safe during Halloween, and hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks.